like I say, there's a steroid project. There was one steroid project in, I believe it was in Germany, and then there was one in Russia or somewhere, and then there was one in the U.S. and there's one somewhere else. Where there's four schools or so where my doctors went with the steroid drugs. We thought we could basically improve the human body look by adding steroids, or whatever. So I had my doctors work on it, and they worked on it, and they thought that they had something safe, so they came out with it, and they were doing a test project, and it worked. It worked well, and with minimal dosage, it didn't cause any adverse side effects, and it was fine. Anyway, like I said, Richard Nixon and John McCain, they have so much fun with the hot, awesome drugs and have so much sex, and everyone, and meanwhile, like I say, Richard Nixon, John McCain, all of them are trying to tell everyone that they're alpha males and that they're just built better, and that blah blah blah. Anyway, I don't know. Like I said, I find out this stuff later on of what they're doing, and like I said, what they did was they went in and they grabbed the doctor and they kidnapped him, and like took him away and had him like making steroids for them, but they couldn't get all the chemicals right or something like that, or he didn't give a fuck or something, so he was giving them not the right chemical or something like that, or he asked them for the ingredients, they couldn't get the ingredients. Like I said, the doctors were just administering the steroids. The doctors actually didn't make the steroids themselves. And like I say, we were looking for the doctor that went missing or something like that, and like I said, it was my pharmaceutical company. I was providing it, and I had the doctors going to the schools, talking to the football people, blah blah blah, and the doctors didn't make the drugs; they just were administering the drugs. So anyway, so JFK or Jimmy Carter or someone, they grab the doctor, and they think the doctor makes the drugs or something like that, and then they're trying to get the drugs, and the doctor can't, but they hold a gun to the guy's head maybe, and the guy can't really make the drugs because the drugs come from a very sophisticated pharmaceutical company that I own and have, and like I'm doing the steroid drug project in the first place, and my drugs are perfect, and all that, and so the doctor comes up with something, and maybe it causes brain damage. I don't know. Like I said, I don't really know. I'm just telling you what I knew, which is basically how pretty much I had the steroid project going on. They grab the doctor, they kidnap him, they have him making like black market or not the right stuff because he didn't really make it or know the formula, but they had a gun to his head. So, you know, and then Nixon or Jimmy Carter, JFK's thinking super soldiers, and they're like pumping themselves up with so many steroids that's really ridiculous, and they can't even put their arms together. And like they're thinking that they're going to take over the world and all kinds of stuff. I don't really know. Like I said, I could tell you where all the steroid drug projects were, and anyway, so yeah. And I know about the whole project, and like I say, here's my project. And like I say, meanwhile, like I say, John McCain, Richard Nixon, they're all going, if you're on the inside, you can get the stuff. But it'll cost you. Or they're like, and I was just providing it for free just to see if it worked. And then maybe charging for it or something, maybe, I don't know. Like mostly I just wanted my people to look better. And then, like I said, they kidnap the guy so they can have the only supply. And maybe they start going and killing the other people so they can have the only supply, super soldiers. And like I said, this is all just JFK, John McCain, and a couple of idiots that thought they could just like drugs, and then they were thinking, yeah, we're taking on the country with this shit, yeah, and this begins like somewhere in some point in time in existence, and like I said, then, and I'm just like, that's strange. I mean, I'm the owner of Germany. I'm the owner of the Belfast shipyard and White Star Lines and builder of Panama. And meanwhile, like I say, like Jimmy Carter, Richard Nixon are going, yeah, oh, babe, I'm so awesome. Yeah, I'm just alpha male. Yeah, I'm just so much better. Yeah, I'm sorry you weren't blessed with such great genes. Yeah, we're like gods. And that's like what they're doing back then. Like thinking that they had found this stuff that was like going to change the world and that they were going to like take over the world being so muscular and buff. Yeah, they can like pick up. Yeah. It's like, and telling people that they're just better, man. Yeah, these guys, their dad, you know, and it's like, and I'm like, it's drugs. Yeah, there are 4 programs, 4 projects, one at each school. The Germans had it, the Russians had it. One of them, like I said, there's a doctor that was kidnapped, and then somebody tried to kill the other doctor, but like the doctors weren't making the stuff; it was coming from my place, and whatever. Like I say, I'm just like whatever. I mean, these people were just, they hadn't talked to me. They didn't talk to me. Like I said, they were just, you know, and then like I say, we start coming out with LSD and the other stuff, and they're like, and it's just like, like I said, like I think I already had the LSF built. Like I said, the human race and life in the galaxy and universe did a lot better and was a lot more normal without the drugs. But, I start doing the drugs and stuff, and like I said, even the alcohol is like I wanted fuel so safe you could drink it. And so my people come up with this stuff and they're like and they drink it and it's just safe fuel. That's all alcohol was. It was safe fuel. It was fuel that was so safe you could drink it. That's all it was. Fuel so safe you could drink it. And they drunk it watered down. And said, see, our fuel is safe. And that's what they did. And that's why you have vodka. And because I was doing safe fuel and like I just didn't want anything carcinogenic. And they're like, yeah, it's so safe that you can ingest it. And it gives you this effect, too. I was a star inventor of steam power and the nuclear bomb and flight and everything else like that. And, so while I'm doing all this stuff and blah, 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 and directing and blah, 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 and like I said, meanwhile, a bunch of people, and I have my scientists and everything, and we're just like doing blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, maneuvering and John McCain, Richard Nixon, they're all like, have all these plans for like, and they're like, yeah. And, it's just my scientists and my people, and like I'm just kicking it with the human race for which I created, with using one of my other races. And so, like I say, it's like all this stuff, and it's like, and then later on, they're like trying to get time travel or blah blah blah, or trying to change the laws and blah blah blah, and then they're like, and JFK is going, do you know who my daddy is? And he's so stupid. I'm so smart. And like JFK thought he was like some sort of genius or something, or a couple people thought they were some sort of genius or something. And like I say, it's just like, I mean, and all they did was get high, do drugs, and go end up going and killing and stealing things, thinking they're so muscular and so buff that bullets will like bounce off of them, and like they get like the bulletproof vest, which I have being made for people, and like I said, I mean, I've kicked it with exoskeletons. Like I say, and finally in 1960 or 1940, they finally kidnapped me or get me and telling me to a chair, and like for me, it's been hundreds of trillions of years, and they think they got me, and then they're gonna, I don't know. They got the leader, man. Yeah, they're gonna surrender for sure for now. Like I guess maybe they thought, yeah, we got him. He's gonna surrender. They're gonna surrender now because we'll kill him if they don't. And I'm like, go ahead and kill me. They'll probably bring me back. It's like, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. Go talk to JFK. Go talk to Republicans. Go talk to somebody else about it. Like, I'm just explaining my side of it. This is who I am. This is what I am. I'm not the muscle-bound, steroided up on LSD fuckhead. that thought he was so powerful and so amazing and so immortal and so like everything, and was like so loved by all the girls in the world. And it's like, yeah, I'm the creator of the female race and the human race and exoskeletons, and I guess maybe they secretly found out who the big cheese was. Yeah. And it's like, huh. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, yeah, I'm the big cheese. I'm the most rich. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, I wonder what the exoskeletons are going to do to you. I wonder what the 1.5s are going to do to you. They might not care. They've always been very protective of me, though. And like I said, the exoskeletons and the 1.5s are like, we perceive what's going to happen, and we're going to go nanotechnology, or whatever, blah, 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 or something like that, or ascend, or something like that early to stop this from happening, or something. And I'm like, whatever. Okay. I had all the beautiful ships though. I invented steam power, I invented aircraft, I did everything I wanted to do. I got my LSF colony ship, I kicked it around the universe. The LSF was real. And it didn't even have to be that big. I just wanted it to be, I just wanted to take people with me, and I wanted it to be epic. So it's 2,007 foot long and 1,200 foot across, and like I said, when it left, a bunch of humans were on it, and then it turned out like when we got midway out there, they're like, all right, we're taking over this ship, blah blah blah, or they're like caught like planning and scheming. They're like, now when we get to Mars, when we get to this planet, we're gonna get down there, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, and like I'm like, it's gonna take hundreds of years to get where we're going, or you can't really go down there, you're too big. There's too many gravities on that planet. Yeah, this is a 12 to 24 gravity travel thing. You were just going to be kicking it because you don't really have a suit. And maybe the 1.5s even make the human race a exosuit or something. I don't really know. And then the 1.5s are like laughing at the humans because they lean over. I don't know. Like the 1.5s did some stuff so the humans could come with them. Because, like, technically you're going to get technology, but you don't really have technology. You're too young or something, or were, And so they did some stuff so you could partake, or the people that came with us could partake, and it's like, yeah, they're 150 trillion years old, actually, or a million years old, or older. Advanced race. So, yeah. They invented it all themselves. Anyway, they just did some stuff so some astronauts could come with them. And then they were supposed to leave or something like that. I don't know. Like, then we have all these, like, convoluted plans and everything else. And it's like, and then eventually they're trying to kill me. And like I say, and realistically, they just held the human bridge crew, which probably was working for them anyway, hostage, and then ended up killing them. Or something. I don't really need to know. I don't care. It was hundreds of thousands of years ago, millions of years ago. It's like, yeah, well. Meanwhile, dun 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 dun, and Jimmy Carter's like, I'll never die, I'll never go old. And it's all just whatever weird stuff. And I'm like, acting stupid and having stupid convoluted secret plans is the only thing I didn't do.